Good morning, each and everyone. My dear students, I hope that you all are healthy and fine. Many of the students send me message, sir, please revise all the chapters. So now I would like to revise your chapters. As you know that in your history, total number of chapters completed from 1 to 6. And 5 chapters are completed in your civics. Today we all are discuss about that Harappan civilization. Which civilization? Harappan civilization. Before that, you know, in earlier classes, in class 6 standard, you all are very well know about that there are 4 civilization. First, Harappan civilization. Second, your Mesopotamian civilization. Third, Chinese civilizations, and fourth, Egyptian civilization. But now, today we all discuss only the Harappan civilization. Harappan civilization, why this civilization is known as the Harappan civilization? Because our archaeologists discovered the first site of the city known as the Harappa. You know also that very beginning time when the Neolithic age is going on, that time man settled their life in a small village. Day by day the population are increased. When the population increased, the small village appeared into the larger villages. Further the population increases, then larger village appears into the town and cities, and so many changes is also side by side going on, like that trade, commerce, art, craft, agriculture also improved. Means when the man settled their life into the town and cities, this was the mark of the beginning of the civilization. This is the mark of the beginning of civilization. So many times we all are discuss about that where is Harappa and Mohenjo-daro situated. If you see the map, very small map, the two side, one more important, first Harappa and second one Mohenjo-daro. Harappa was discovered by R.V. Dayaram Sahni. Now it is in the present day in Pakistan. It was discovered by R.V. Dayaram Sahni. R.V. Dayaram Sahni was an Indian archaeologist. It was discovered in 1921, and again next year in 1922 again R.D. Banerjee discovered Mohenjo-daro. The second site, Mohenjo-daro. Mohenjo-daro, many times we also told that Mohenjo-daro, it is situated in Sindh. It is discovered by R.D. Banerjee in 1922. How I can say that R.D. Dayaram Sahni and R.B. Dayaram Sahni and R.D. Banerjee discovered, so that many sources available here, sources of Harappan civilization. So many archaeological sources are available. After the survey of the archaeological sources, we can see that many things like that seals, those are used by the Harappan people. Pottery, मिट्टी के जो बर्तन होते हैं, toys also, tools and weapons, these all are used by the Harappan people into the time of Harappan civilization. Many ruined building is also available, ruined. Weights and measures also important valuable sources. So these all are the sources of the Harappan civilization. We can say that the sources and site, measures, weapons, tools, many types of ancient ruined buildings are also available. So this all things are the important sources of the Harappan civilization. What was the chief features? Many times the question asks that what was the chief feature of Harappan civilization? Chief feature of Harappan civilization, first of all, the Indus Valley people excellent in urban planning. They are skilled and excellent in the town planning. Means they very well know about that how to develop the towns, the streets and lanes of their towns were led towns were led according to a set plan. Means they develop their town, they develop their street lamps, they develop their roads, they develop their drainage system. All things are the very important things, and they all are developed with the skills town planning. The roads were very wide and enough. For example, main road of Mohenjo-daro, very long, each small street, so many drainage. So these all are, we can say that the chief features planning, they very well know about that how to develop the town, So many we can next we will show that many things are the drainage system, they also develop. Buildings and houses, they also develop. Great granaries means storage house of food, means those who are produced, they also stored into the great granaries. The great public bath also discovered in Harappa and Mohenjo-daro also. Assembly hall, public meeting, means when they organize any public meeting, when they announce any other things, they all are assembled into the assembly hall. And after that, last, the people's dwelling houses. It is situated in the lower land, जहाँ पर वो रहते थे. It is known as the dwelling houses. So urban planning, so many buildings and houses are also developed. Drainage system very well, and great granaries storage their foods. Great public bath, they all are assembled into the assembly hall whenever any announcement is going on. And people's dwelling houses, they all are, especially the people dwelling houses are situated into the lower part. So many people dwelling houses are discovered into the Mohenjo-daro. The house undertone where the different size, the people dwelling houses are different size. So these all are the chief features of the Harappan civilization. Now economic life. What was their economic life? Economic life especially depend on the agriculture occupations. Means agriculture was the main occupations of the Indus Valley peoples. They use water from the rivers and grow the crops. Rice, barley, wheat, their main food crops. They also use the vegetables. Domestication of animals, पशुओं को पालना भी वो जानते थे. Domestication of animals. Their trade and commerce also developed through the water. Dress and ornaments, especially man and women both are prefer the loose dresses. Men wear the dhoti and shawl. Women also use the ornaments. So many ornaments discovered. Their food, especially rice, milk product also, fruits, fresh vegetables, fish and meat also used. Now we again discuss about that the economic life, especially the Indus Valley peoples mostly people depend on agriculture. They also domesticate the animals. Their foods, rice, milk product, fruits, fresh vegetables, fish and meats. Again we all discuss about that religion of the Indus Valley civilization. If we discuss about that religion of the Indus civilization, so we have see that very little knowledge in the field of religions of the Indus Valley civilization. Normally there are two important god and goddess. Those are known as the Pashupati and Shakti. Pashupati, that time Lord Shiv, and Shakti, this is the goddess, mother goddess Shakti. They both are worshipped. So many face, so many type of face make on the stones, and they worship Pashupati and Shakti. Second thing, they also believe in some from life after death, means they also worship their initiator. After the death of any persons of the people, they covered them with their all ornaments, their dress, and many things. Means they always believe that life also after death, so they worship their ancestor. So today we all are discuss about that, how the Harappan civilization discovered. What was the name of the archaeologist? Dayaram Sahni discovered Harappa. Now in the present day, it is located in Pakistan. Second, 1922, Dardi Banerjee, Mohenjo-daro discovered. It is located in the Sindh. So many other sites also discovered by them. Lothal, Kalibanga. So many sites are also discovered by them, especially Kotji, Rangpur, Lothal, Harappa, Rupar, Kalibanga, Alamgirpur. These all are the important sites, and they all are the in the form of city. So sources, you know very well. What is sources? Seas, pottery, toys, tools, and weapons. These all are the sources of Harappan civilization. It all things are the archaeological sources. Chief features, they all are very skilled and excellent in the town planning. Their planning is depend on the urban planning, buildings and houses like that, great granaries, great public bath, assembly hall, public dwelling houses, and drainage system also developed. Economic life mostly depend on the agriculture, domestication of animals, trade and commerce also developed. Dress and ornaments, you know very well. Food, they also produce rice, wheat, barley. They also use milk and milk product, fruits, fresh vegetables, and meat and fish also used by them. Religious life, if you see the religious life, there are very little knowledge, but that time two god and goddess, one known as god Pashupati and second goddess Shakti, and they also believe their ancestor, so they worship after their death. Tomorrow we again discuss about that, which type of art and craft developed by them, and then after we all discuss about that Lothal dockyard. What was local dockyard? Tomorrow we all discuss. Thank you. Good morning, dear students. I hope that you all are healthy and fine. My dear students, as you know that 3 chapters are coming in your first term examination from history, and 1 chapter from your civics, central government, legislature and executive. So this is a very important chapter for first term examination, because only 1 chapter from your civics. So today I would like to revise your chapter number 15. The name of the chapter, the central government, legislature and executive. First of all, if you see that the central government, legislature, there are 3 components of the central governments, 3 organs of the government, you know very well in the previous classes. Legislature, law making body. Confirm? 3 components or 3 organs, we can say that 3 organs of the government or 3 components of the government. First known as the legislature, second known as the executive. What is the work of the executive? To execute the law, to run the law. Legislature, making body of law, means the law made by the legislature. Executive, to execute the law, you can say that to implementation of the law. इसको लागू करने का काम कौन करती है? Executive body. And finally, the supreme authority, we will know that the judiciary. Under this, we already discussed about the Supreme Court, High Court and subordinate court. Supreme Court, normally we can say that give the justice. So today the topic is legislature, the first organs of the government. Legislature divided into 2 important houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. First of all, we will discuss about that Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha, also known as the different name like that, House of People. House of People. It is also known as the lower house of the parliament. It is also known as the lower house of the parliament. And Lok Sabha, very famous name. So Lok Sabha members and total number of strength, what is, if we see that composition of the Lok Sabha, then Lok Sabha seats are maximum 552. Total number of seats, you can say that maximum number of seats in the Lok Sabha 552. They all are elected through the direct election. They all are elected through the direct election. Okay, 530 members elected from different states. टोटल 552 में से 530 कहाँ से आते हैं, डिफरेंट स्टेट से. आपके देश में जितने भी स्टेट हैं वहां से कितने मेंबर आते हैं, 530. नाउ 20 फ्रॉम यूनियन टेरिटरीज. आपकी जो यूनियन टेरिटरीज हैं वहां से कितने आते हैं, 20 members elected. They all are directly elected. This is very important. Many times the question asked. What is the election procedure of the Lok Sabha member? The election procedure is the direct election procedure through the universal adult franchise. And you also know about that universal adult franchise means the peoples, those ages are 18 years or above the 18 years, they can participate in the election of the Lok Sabha universal adult franchise. Okay, so 530 from different states, they all are directly elected. 20 from union territories and 2 Anglo-Indian directly nominated by the president. Who nominated? President. Then 2 Anglo-Indian nominated by the president. Okay, clear? What is the composition? This is the very important. If anybody asks you what is the composition of the Lok Sabha, then your answer is maximum strength of the Lok Sabha 552. 530 are elected from different state and 20 from union territories and 2 Anglo-Indian nominated by the president. Now, what is the term and duration of the Lok Sabha? Term and duration, many times this is also asked. Term and duration of the Lok Sabha, normally the term of the Lok Sabha is 5 years. How many years? 5 years. But it can be increased or it can be decreased. The term of the Lok Sabha normally 5 years, but it can be increased or it can be decreased. What is meaning of that? Means in case of emergency, if any country attack on India, means war-like situation, then Lok Sabha is not dissolved. Lok Sabha is not dissolved. Means after completing the 5 years, it can be increased during the time of emergency for 6 months. After 6 months, if the situation is normal, then fresh election is again start. But it can be increased. Means the term of Lok Sabha can be increased after 5 years when the situation is under the emergency. It can be dissolved also before its expiry term. It can be dissolved if no confidence motion is passed by the parliament. Then president, on the advice of the prime minister, Lok Sabha can be dissolved. Means there are 2 conditions. In case of emergency, it can be increased. The term or duration normally 5 years. If the emergency case is going on happened in the country, then it can be increased. For how many months? For 6 months. It can be increased. It can be decreased or it can be dissolved also before its expiry term. When the prime minister give the advice to the president can be dissolved the Lok Sabha before its expiry term. But normally the term in Lok Sabha is 5 years. Lok Sabha is more important If you comparison with the Rajya Sabha, then Lok Sabha is more important. Why? Because the maximum strength of the Lok Sabha is maximum. It is also known as the House of People because all the members are elected by the direct election through the common people. Third, money will only introduced in the Lok Sabha. It is also very important. All income and expenditure, budget, these all things are decided by Lok Sabha in their money bill. Money bill passed by the Lok Sabha. It is also introduced in the Rajya Sabha, but Rajya Sabha can delay the money bill for 14 days. Rajya Sabha has not power to reject the money bill. So, money bill always firstly introduced in the Lok Sabha and then after it again sent to the Rajya Sabha, but Rajya Sabha has no power. Anyway, this is the normal. This is the normal. Already we given you so many question paper in through the test. This is the normal procedure for the knowledge of the composition and term and the duration. Now we again discuss about that Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha. Okay. What is other name of the Rajya Sabha? It is also very important. So first of all, I would like to inform you there are different names. Rajya Sabha known as the Council of State. Council of State. It is also known as the Permanent House. It is also known as the Permanent House. Why? Because Rajya Sabha never dissolved. It's very important. Rajya Sabha never dissolved. How? We discussed in last time. First of all, we already discussed about that. There are four different names. It is also known as the Permanent House, Council of States. It is also known as the Upper House. Permanent House, Council of State, Upper House and Rajya Sabha. There are four different names. Now we all discuss about that composition. Composition of Rajya Sabha. The maximum strength, those are fixed by our constitution. 250. Total number of member in the Rajya Sabha 250. 238 elected by the indirect election. How many? 238 elected by the indirect election, not direct election. Indirect elections from different states on the secret ballot, on the open ballot, not secret ballot, on the open ballot. Universal and franchise they also participated, but here 238 members indirectly elected from different states. Who participate in the election of the Rajya Sabha? Legislative, member of Legislative Assembly. Member of Legislative Assembly. Member of Legislative Assembly. Okay. Member of Legislative Assembly. Not all, only elected. Who participated in the election of the Rajya Sabha? First of all, the member of Rajya Sabha indirectly elected. The elected member of Legislative Assembly of every state. The member of elected member of Legislative Assembly. याद रखिएगा, बहुत सारे बच्चे यहाँ कंफ्यूजन हो जाते हैं कि who participated in the election of the member of Rajya Sabha. Then your answer is always elected members of Legislative Assembly participated in the election of the Rajya Sabha. Means the procedure of election is what? Indirect, not direct, like that Lok Sabha. Okay, the member of Rajya Sabha elected through the indirect election by the elected member of the Legislative Assembly. Okay, then 238 elected through the indirect election by the member of Legislative Assembly. कितने बचे? 12 बचे अभी, क्योंकि मैक्सिमम स्ट्रेंथ क्या है? 258. Then 12 members nominated by the President. In Rajya Sabha, 12 members are nominated by the President, and in Lok Sabha, 2 members, those are known as the Anglo-Indian, nominated by the President. Okay, so total number of member in the Rajya Sabha 250, 238 indirectly elected by the different state through the elected member of the Legislative Assembly, and 12 members are nominated by the President in the, they all belong to the different field, like that art, literature, science, social services. The 12 members, those are very important persons, like that Sachin Tendulkar is also the member of the Rajya Sabha in the field of sports. These all are nominated by the President. Okay, clear? Now, term of Rajya Sabha. Normally the term of the Rajya Sabha is 6 years. How many years? 6 years. After 6 years, 1/3 member retire. Means we can say Rajya Sabha is the permanent house. It can be not the subject of dissolution. President cannot be dissolved with the Rajya Sabha, like that Lok Sabha. Permanent house इसीलिए बोलते हैं कि Rajya Sabha never dissolve. The member of 1/3 member, especially how many members? 1/3 its members retire every 2 years. How many members? 1/3 member retire every 2 years. So we can say the normally the term of the Rajya Sabha fixed by the constitution is 6 years. 1/3 member retire every 2 years, and again the vacant seat fulfilled by the re-election. Vacant seat, those who are retired, the seat is vacant. So again the vacant seat are fulfilled by the re-elections. Okay. So if anybody asks why the Rajya Sabha cannot dissolve, because it is a permanent house. Why permanent house? Because Rajya Sabha never dissolve. What is the term of the Rajya Sabha? 6 years. Who is the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha? This is a very important questions. Many times this question is asked in board examination in 2020. The questions are asked that who is the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha? Rajya Sabha का chairman कौन होता है? ex officer कौन होता है? So then your answer is vice president. Vice president. Vice president is known as the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha. या you can say that presiding officer. Rajya Sabha का presiding officer कौन होता है? President. Chairman कह सकते हैं क्या होता है? President. Like that. And लोक सभा का कौन होता है? लोक सभा में कौन होता है? Speaker. In Lok Sabha ex officio chairman, who is in Lok Sabha ex officio chairman? Who is speaker, and who is ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha? Vice president. Clear? So today we all are discuss about that components of the governments. Okay, you can say organs of the government. There are 3 organs: legislature, executive, and judiciary. Legislature make the law. There are 2 houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Maximum strength of the Lok Sabha 552. Maximum strength of the Rajya Sabha 550. No, 250. Maximum strength of the Lok Sabha, then your answer is 552. If anybody asks you how many members or how many maximum strength of the Rajya Sabha, then the answer is 250. Election procedure is also different. Member of Lok Sabha elected through the direct election by the universal adult franchise, on the basis of universal adult franchise, but the member of Rajya Sabha elected through the indirect election. The elected members of legislative participated in the election of the Rajya Sabha. If we discuss about that term, normally the Lok Sabha term how many years? 5 years, but it can be increased or it can be decreased. During the time of emergency, the term of the Lok Sabha can be increased, and if the no confidence motion passed by the parliament, then before its expiry term, Lok Sabha can be dissolved by the president. And Rajya Sabha, the normal term of the Rajya Sabha is 6 years. It cannot be dissolved. It is not the subject of dissolution. The president cannot be dissolved with the Rajya Sabha. The term of the Rajya Sabha is 6 years. 1/3 member retire every 2 years, and the vacant seat fulfilled by the new members. Ex officio of the Rajya Sabha, chairman. Who is the chairman of the Rajya Sabha? Vice president. If you discuss about that in Lok Sabha, who is the ex officio chairman of the Lok Sabha? Then your answer is the speaker. I hope that you all are understand all the points. Tomorrow you will discuss about that speaker. Thank you.